Customization, transparency, profit. The HedgeBetter sports betting platform is a revolutionary concept that creates a competitive advantage for every party involved in the sports betting process. We are putting the odds in your hands, cutting out the middleman, and empowering a future generation of sports bettors. Look for the HedgeBetter sports betting platform coming in 2023. In the meantime, visit us at www.hedgebetter.com, follow us on Instagram at HedgeBetter, and subscribe to the HedgeBetter YouTube channel.
Back at it again, episode 92. Welcome to Steele and Nazz, brought to you by HedgeBetter from our headquarters in Braintree, Massachusetts. Sponsored by Slide Edge Fitness and Performance. Big shout out to Craig Kelly and the law office of Patrick J. Foley. Tonight we have recurring guests, just fresh off a knockout, 12-0, 11 knockouts. Frank the Tank Hogan from Weymouth. Just great to have him on always. What do you think, Magic? I thought it was, it seems like, his whole marketing thing, he wearing alligator dicks to the thing, so it was pretty cool.
I love him. He's killing it these days. If he's in town next, everyone should go fucking see this kid while you have a chance.
Oh, for sure. And
he's a great fight to watch.
Afterwards, week one, made our inaugural picks this week as the Patriots are on the road against Miami. Buffalo kicks off on the road against the Rams to open up the NFL season. And we also had our locks of the week, which you'll also see on graphics. I just want to take this time to give a big shout out to my cousin here, James Dunn. He's getting married to his future wife, Lauren Stanley. Thought I'd have to give him a shout out there.
Shout out, Wig.
So there you go, Wig.
See you Friday night.
I'll
be there after dinner.
And then
Craig.
Also,
and Showtime's coming.
Before I spin it the Frank interview, I just want to. September 12th is going to be our 3rd year anniversary of doing the podcast, man. So many memories over 3 years, and
Do we get anal this year?
Anal?
Yeah, it's our 3-year anniversary.
Oh, is that it?
I don't know. I was trying to make a stupid
That's a lot.
joke.
I don't know.
My jokes have gotten worse over the 3 years.
Yeah, but it's been something, man. Those first days where
We done good.
just chilling there in suits. Now we're here.
Still wearing that seersucker, proud.
Yeah.
I'll wear it for the anniversary day.
It's just cool. Yeah, it's just cool how far it's come, man, and how much fun we're having with this. We had college football guy on last week. We got big guests coming up. Just the relationships we've gained. We've all been best friends for years. All known each other. Craig, Magic, Anton when he shows up once every 3 months.
We're rock stars. The pussy we've slayed together. This is a great time here.
Yeah.
Thank you for starting it, Nazz. It was you. It was on your back that we rode.
All the boys continue.
And we still ride.
We still ride his back. But thank you.
No problem. And let's spin it now for the 4th time. Frank the Tank Hogan. We're now joined by 4-time guest, first time in this studio, 12-0, 11 knockouts, Francis Hogan, Weymouth native's own.
Frank the Tank. It's tank time, baby.
How are we doing tonight?
I feel great. I'm doing great. Here with you guys, so this is fun, I've been in here a couple times with you. Well, not at this spot, but I've been with you guys a couple times now, so I feel like there's more of a friendship relationship, we can talk about stuff and be comfortable and
once you did the live show, that you became a brother.
Yeah,
anyone who did that live show
was a crazy night.
Goat status. I mean, we were thinking of who we needed for guests. We were like, Frank the Tank he's a must.
Oh, I'm coming over from Weymouth.
Yeah, that was
Quincy.
great.
All day.
That was a good night. We need to do another one of those, by the way, soon.
Yeah, we'll get there. The guy keeps blowing up my phone, but
we could go there
we'll
tomorrow, and he wouldn't give a fuck.
The banner's still hung up in there, I guess. And I taped it with duct tape, and it kind of looks like shit. And it's still up there like that.
Well, that's the kind of place to crack. But no, I'm not going to brag.
Yeah.
No,
the Crack's a great bar.
We had enough of that. Fresh off a knockout win, probably your biggest venue yet at the Mohegan Sun Casino. You're fighting some guys now with some really good records, and this guy had 21 wins going in. Just tell me, your thoughts and feels about going into the fight itself. And we talked about before the show that he had a whole bus from the Cottage Bar from Weymouth going. So you got the Frank the Tank fan base behind you. So just tell me how that all went.
Well, with the caliber of fighter that I fought, I honestly feel like it even makes me more comfortable when I'm in there because I don't have to deal with craziness. I know it's coming out to fight me, and this was probably the best I've looked so far in my whole career. It's funny though, like you'll hear people in the crowd. I'm like in there, and like third round rolls around, and people are like booing because I'm like boxing, and they're just like fans of vicious killers, and I'm like, it'll happen, you know. Like I'm just waiting for it, and then I clipped him, and he just went lights out, like folded like a piece of paper. But yeah, I felt great this fight. I felt really relaxed. I didn't even take the stool once between rounds. I just stood there on the ropes.
How does that like come into how do you be like, oh, I don't want I'm not a stool guy right now. Like I'm just all business.
After the first round, I was just like, I feel like I'm in the gym just like moving around with like guys, like not even like serious sparring, like just like figuring out what I can perfect. And then I'm like, all right, let's go back to the corner and figure out what I can perfect and knock this guy out. And
They didn't need the ice on the neck, right? Do you still get that when you're
I
standing there?
definitely told him to throw the ice on the neck. I was
always
like,
need the ice. The ice is nice.
Did you get the ice on the neck?
Oh fuck yeah! I was so blacked out when I fought it. Not drunk or anything, but like I didn't even realize it was on. But in the video, they did ice me.
Yeah,
It helps.
It was
helps.
ice on the neck, and then the second thing was fix my hair, and then the third thing was what can I do to make myself look even better. And
You turned into a
that's where
hell
we
of a
went.
showman these days. From the like OG days when we had you on, you've gone full showman.
I really have, yeah.
What tell us about that?
I don't know. I just like looked at it one day and was just like, all right, everybody else is just like scared to do this. Like
Yeah.
I'll do this anyways. Like I do this with my friends. Like why not just do it in my boxing, you know? And then I did it the first time, and that was with the Tank Time Speedo weigh-in, and then I don't know. It just blew up from there. I was just like, I'm just gonna keep doing this. This has to be like my thing. And then
Even just getting to the brass tacks of it, like you were basically just like showing off your dick to the crowd.
yeah, pretty much, and like not even caring.
Yeah, it's a bold move. It's intimidating.
Yeah, my last fight, we weighed in with the cut jean shorts. I showed up, and it wasn't in any pictures, but I had jeans on with cowboy boots on. And before I took my pants and everything off, I looked at the guy, and I was like, we can be cousins if you want. And then I took my stuff off, and I had that on. And then I wanted to just wear the cut jean shorts, and they wouldn't let me because everything just literally hung out the side, and like you could see the tip. And I was just like, all right, well, what are we gonna do about this? So they were like, well, we gotta figure something out. So my girlfriend gave me her bikini bottoms, so they were tight enough to like hold everything in. What it did make it look funnier, they were like, why do you have pink underwear on underneath those?
Oh wow, even better.
Yeah, so it was fun.
I like it.
I have a question. Can you fight with like? Do you have to wear boxing shorts, or can you wear like MMA shorts, kind of?
I could, but like I still have to like get the cup on. So like I don't want to like I don't know.
Could you just wear a cup, basically?
Yeah, I want to figure out something that I can do that's just like I'll literally get in there with the cup and something up the crack of my ass.
A diaper over
Like,
the whole cup.
I feel like the weigh-in, like just rock everything you can to show yourself, but then when it comes time to get in the ring, it's all about comfortability.
Yeah, that's how it ends up being, you know. But I mean, it would be so much more comfortable if I didn't have to even wear shorts. I'm not even gonna lie.
Frank wants to fight naked. He wants to
what do you
box
like-
naked.
What do you
The
like
ultimate defense.
like you have respect for your opponents, but like what's their like take on like these outfits?
Oh, they have no idea what to do. Like, so I did the alligator one that was like
Yeah.
my junk went into the
That was
tongue.
my favorite so far.
And I'm standing there and I'm opening up the mouth and I'm saying it's tank time. And the guy's like he was all business, like coming to whip my ass. And he just like looked at me when I took my stuff on. He just couldn't hold it together. He was like, what am I about to fight? And I was just like, went to go shake his hand. He was like, I don't even know if I should shake your hand right now. And I was like, well, you have to because like it's tank
Mental
time.
warfare.
Like this is how it goes. Like shake my hand. Like I forced him to shake my hand.
How
I
is
just think it
Shake
messed
the
him up.
alligator.
Yeah.
how has the tank time evolved in the years? Because I remember going to your first pro fight. I actually was there in Brooklyn when I forget the guy's name. You spanked his ass, but it seemed like you were just like you're still young, but like very young and like not used to being a showman like this. How has tank time evolved?
Not saying anything it takes to like get out there or whatever, because like I'm not gonna do anything because there's like obviously standards to and methods to my madness, but like I mean I don't know, I really just don't even care, so I just do whatever. And I mean I got a couple of things we can talk about that I might end up weighing in with.
Yeah. We'll take that preview.
Yeah,
We'll take it.
so I got I don't know. It's not like a Speedo. I don't even know what it is, honestly, but it's like underwear, and it's cut up super tight, and it's like barely fits, but it's tight enough to hold everything in, thank God. And it's got a cross on the front of my junk, and then I turn around, and then across my ass, it's going to say sinner.
I like that. I like that.
I think we could you could get a partnership with, what's the kiddie driving cars? What's that brand?
What?
Cars for kids?
Hello Kitty?
Something like that, but no, like a tank, and he just comes out in a tank, like you're driving out. I think that'd be big.
That would
We could set that up.
Yeah.
that would be
That'd
kind of
pretty
cool. That would be cool.
want-
And then he pops out in a fucking G-string.
Yeah.
you
I wanna-
can't leave the G-string.
I want to get a company that can make me underwear like the alligator mount that's like 3D, like goes around everything, but I want it to be a tank, and my dick would go into the gun.
Yes.
That's
that
what
would
I've been
be
trying
fun.
to figure
that
out, but I
would
don't
be
know who can make it.
We'll
so.
find someone. That would be unreal. That is
Yeah.
what you need. Then you wouldn't even. That would be like the go-to every time.
Yeah,
pretty
every
much.
time. Just throw it on.
Just
I'll
get a
wear
hard
it.
on, and he's getting ready.
Yeah.
It's tank time now, baby.
So you're still training with Mark DeLuca, who's been there, done that, of everywhere where you want to go. What does he think about this whole rap and showmanship stuff?
Honestly, he loves it.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
just
I was
like,
good. Mark seems like the kind of guy
Yeah.
who would approve of that.
he's like, do it, and like, he was like he was like honestly the biggest backer of the whole thing with my mullet. He was like the one that was like, do it, and I was just like, all right, now I have to. Mark said I should do it,
Yeah.
and like, if I say I'm gonna do it, and then someone's like, oh, that's stupid, don't do that, I'm gonna be like, well, Mark DeLuca said, and then what are you gonna
That's
say?
it. Gotta do
You know,
it.
That's
Like,
all. That's literally the only backing you really kind of
Yeah.
fucking need.
and he's just like, everyone like loves like that old like 90s WWE like showman. He was like, but only you're a professional fighter. So then you go out there and knock some guy out, and they're like, this kid's the real deal, but he has what we love.
Even the earrings, you switch up the earrings. You get the mullets. Sometimes
Yep.
you get the handlebars. You never really know what this guy's coming out looking like.
Yeah,
what he's
I
bringing
shaved my
to-
head for like 2 fights ago. I just shaved everything
remember
off.
that. I was
Everyone was
like,
like, what? Like, you're
It makes you
psychotic.
look fucking psychotic.
Yeah.
Like, you just
Oh, I
don't know
loved
what's
it.
coming.
The cowboy hat phase too. I was a big fan of that.
Yeah, I actually just bought a new cowboy hat too, so that's definitely getting worn. The last one was getting way too tight with the mullet. I'm like,
But-
can't even feel my head putting it on down in the dressing room.
I see what you're doing though, because even like with your boxing game, like you don't try to give the same looks, and you're doing the same thing with your showmanship, personality type of thing, and a lot of respect to that one.
I appreciate it. It's like honestly pretty difficult to like always try to mix something up with it. It's like the show side of me, or like, all right, I'm gonna like do this when I go out there and fight. Like I gotta like do both aspects of it. And most fighters are just like, oh, I'm just gonna worry about the fight. And I'm like,
Exactly.
no, we gotta worry about more than that. It's 2022. I gotta like promote myself on like platforms and camera and TV, and even just like when the announcer's like, do you have anything to say? And I'm like, yes, I do. And I just let it rip. Right, like it just comes out of my head like right after the fight. And usually fighters are like nervous, and I'm just like, we're only gonna do this once, like just let it go now. And
See, this
have
is
no
a different
regrets.
Frank the Tank. He was not like this the first time we had him on.
No.
No,
You
way.
really weren't.
No,
I'm
I
glad to
definitely
see the
wasn't.
growth.
No, we
You've grown
explained-
as a fighter and
Like I feel
as a
like
personality.
the first time we had you on, we talked about more of like technical boxing techniques and just like shit like that, and how it's just kind of everything around that, which I think is way cool because you already have that down.
Yeah, we
Now you're
just, like-
what can I do that's cool?
We realized even in the gym, like with like the guys I train with, and like my trainer Matty Ryan and Mark DeLuca, and even the guys just working out with me and watching what we're doing. Like we all just realized like I just need to perfect everything I know now, and I'll get to where I want to be with what I can do in the ring, but I got to do everything else and just be crazy. Like I don't know, it's just
have your
what I
social
gotta do.
media, have your like accounts been blowing up? You're doing
Yeah.
good on Instagram.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
have
doing pretty
TikTok.
good on
Are you
Instagram.
killing it on TikTok? Or-
TikTok, I'm getting there. Yeah,
Getting there?
yeah. I'm trying to figure out exactly what the fans. I don't know what they like on there. It's like
Yeah, I don't know TikTok.
You
We
know.
might have to. We'll have to
said-
get you a lesson with Tommy TikTok if he ever comes back around these parts.
He's always
Since
around
he-
there.
Yeah. But you're doing good on Instagram for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Coming up on 15K
It's like a lot of younger
followers.
people on there, so it's a little bit easier to target, and that's where like the sports side is really. I mean, like sports are on Facebook and everything, but I feel like the first touchdown is like, let's go post on Instagram, and that's where I
Yeah.
see like world title fights being like thrown out there. So I'm like, all right, this is where I got to stick with my like,
It's your bread and
growth,
butter.
you know?
Stick with it. Yeah.
yeah.
Just keep getting that record up. That's really what it's all about. Last time we had you on the show, there's a little bit falling out with the whole, Dedham process and, how much you're getting paid, just shit like that. So you go on, you sign with CES Boxing. So just tell me how that went in the works, and if I'm wrong, if I'm right, and how excited you were for this opportunity. I mean, obviously you're 2-0 off there, fighting in the CES.
Yeah, I mean, I feel great about it. CES is definitely like trying to look to make me grow because they realize like with me growing, they're gonna grow, and they're like the money's gonna get bigger and bigger, and like we get the right fights, and like don't rush into anything stupid, then it'll work on both ends. So they're gonna look out for me, and I'm gonna look out for us because I want to win. So, I mean, I think it's a great move. I think it was a great move, especially in the setup that I was in. I mean, I was fighting on local cards that were like I was just getting cash basically to fight, and sometimes I wasn't even getting the cash. So it was like, all right, what do we got to do? Like, I need to make a move, and I mean, there was other opportunities, not just the CES one that I had, and I just was like, all right, well, I feel like this is the best one. Jimmy's known like me my whole career, and he knows guys that I know and know me, and I mean, like, there's really just like no better way to go with, and unless it's like with CES. So then I just went with them, and I feel great about it now. I mean, I've had the 2 fights with them being signed, and then I had that one that was on UFC Fight Pass a while back before.
Oh yeah, we watched that. I remember we watched that. Mm-hmm. That was at it was down in Rhode Island, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Warwick.
One in the cold.
Yeah, I will never do one like that again. I told Jimmy we can't be doing stuff like that.
What was it like being in Mohegan? Like that's
yeah, Mohegan was
like
cool.
walking in the venue, like
walking in.
That must be fucking sick.
Everything's like legit. I'm like going to walk through the door, and it's like before everybody's even there, and some security guard's like, can't go in there, and I'm like, what? Like, I was like wicked uncomfortable. Used to just like doing whatever I wanted, and I'm like, dude, I'm Francis Hogan. Like, it's tank time. Like, what are you talking about? And he's like, you can't go in there though, and I'm like, but I'm fighting in there. I'm like, yes, I can go in here. So I just walk through. I'm like, dude, you cannot stop me. And then he went and got someone else, and they were like, nah, he is fighting here. He can't do anything. I was like, yeah. I was like, because it's tank time. Thanks very much.
What a piece of shit that guy is.
I know. Like, dude, go eat a cheeseburger and sit on your phone. That's literally what he was doing, too. He's sitting in a chair eating a cheeseburger from the lunch hall. And he looks up at me like I'm doing something wrong. And I'm like,
were people
come
just
on.
ripping cigarettes as you were walking in? That's always the big
Can you
go-to
smoke?
when you're in
You can smoke in Mohegan,
in
right?
Mohegan.
Yeah, you're right.
Probably not. Definitely not in the venue. But.
So actually, I don't know how that all is now with the smoking in there because we were
I hope
walking
you could
around
smoke
and
in Mohegan.
I think they have smoking sections,
Okay.
but you can't walk around and just freely smoke
Yeah,
anymore.
I think with COVID they kind of shut that down.
Yeah.
Biden's America.
We went during COVID.
The Democrats are winning.
We were smoking cigarettes at the table, like drinking.
Oh yeah, that's why I fucking go. I don't gamble. I go to smoke indoors, pretty much. Like, that's I'm
House
there
butts.
to. I'm there for indoor butts and to watch my friends win or lose.
You watched me gamble.
I did, yeah.
We went to fights in Texas when I was an amateur. We actually went for the Houston Open Ring Nationals. I ended up winning both of the fights. I fought these 2 tough Mexicans, and I didn't knock them out. I just beat the hell out of them, and they would not go down. But besides the point, every restaurant we went into, you could smoke in, and
Well, that's
I don't know.
Texas.
My dad was just so lit up about it. He was like, "Yeah, like I can't believe that." He's like, "We need to come here more." I'm like, "So you can smoke inside of a restaurant?"
It's a big deal.
Yeah, people.
It's
love
weird.
It. I'm like, wow, but they just put like those big ventilator systems on the roof of it, and like you don't even see or smell smoke.
exactly.
It just
Really?
sucks it like right out of the
Oh, wow.
place.
That's good to know.
Same thing with the casino. You can't really like. You
Yeah, it
probably
goes
wouldn't
away.
even be able to tell. I bet there were fuckers smoking in there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Unless Connecticut's gotten shitty. I don't know. We'll see. I'll take a trip down for a Mohegan Monday and let you know if you can smoke inside still.
So 12-0 now, 11 knockouts. What's the next thing you want to do in the sport? Where would you like to fight next? If it was up to you.
I would like to get a card going up here. I talked to my promoter about it. We're trying to look into some details on where we can have it, how many people can be held in certain venues, alcohol restrictions, all that stuff. So once that's all figured out, hopefully something can get together. I mean, as of right now, I'm staying in the gym. I mean, I get like how people get like homesick. I get like gym sick after like 3 days of like not doing anything. I'm like, all right, this is...
You go that long? There are times you go 3 days?
There's been one time I've gone 3 days, and it was 2 fights ago, and I was like, this is brutal. And, like, I can't even do this. And I called my trainer and was like, can I just come at least even watch you guys? Like, I feel like
Did
left
they tell
out.
you to take a couple of days off?
Yeah, they told me to
Okay.
take a couple of days off because they were like, you
You're
come
that
here
addicted.
too much.
You're that
And
addicted.
I was like, okay. And like honestly, like you wouldn't realize it, but your body gets way more beat up in like the training for these fights than like the actual fight itself. Like I was like hurting just from like the training. Like my knee was hurting, my hands were getting sore, like my face was getting sore. I'm sparring 3 times a week. I'm like, all right, I'm done training. Like, let's just have the fight already. Like, and that's what it comes down to.
What do you think of, like, when we did our Kings of Combat thing, some people were saying, like, sparring is, like, almost frowned upon for that reason. Like, sometimes people don't take it as easy as on each other in the fucking sparring as they say they will. They're not going 75. They're going 100. It's pretty much a real fucking fight.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
do you think it's risky, like, doing it that much?
Everybody I spar, like, are, like, such high levels. Like, you would think, like, oh, yeah, they, like, know what they're doing. They're going to chill it. No, we, like, are precise. And, like, if you get clipped, you get clipped. But, like, I mean, we're not in there trying to throw elbows and, like, the bell rings and we're killing each other after. But, like, I mean, it's definitely, like, I want to score more points than you and do better than you and make you look ridiculous, you know? I mean, that's just what it ends up coming down to. It's just the way the sport is built. But, yeah, sparring definitely beats your body up. And then you spar, and then it's, like, a fight, basically. And then the next day, you're, like, back in the gym for 2 sessions. And I'm like, why? Why did I do yesterday, then? Like, I still have to go run at the beach in the sand. Like,
But
I don't want to.
that's how you become the champ, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining about it. Everyone else is the one bitching.
I got you.
I get another, like, to be the champ question. I'm the minority in here. Everyone here has been in the boxing match. You 12
Step up now.
12-0. Haven't lost a fight professionally, but I remember you telling me you lost a bunch of amateur fights. These two are coming off losses in amateur boxing. What's your advice to them to, get back on the horse and get in the winning circle?
I don't know. You guys tell me what you guys are trying to do.
I don't even know if I'm trying to get back in. I miss it, though.
I'm trying to be the heavyweight champion of the world.
This guy wants... I know he wants back in. I kind of do. It is addicting. It's addicting,
Yeah.
the walkout process.
I mean, go out. You got to go to the gym then. You just got to show
know,
up.
yeah.
Even if you don't
I gotta
want
learn how to
you just
punch,
gotta show
Frank.
up. You just got to show up. That's just how it ends.
That
ends
was
up
your
being.
fault, Magic.
I can't fucking punch.
He quit his you quit your training.
I guess.
My guy got a lucky hit. I already want to run it back. I need to throw more rights. That's all it is.
You look good in there. Did you see our Kings of Combat thing? Were you aware of this?
I was away during that weekend, yeah.
It's a damn shame you couldn't have been on the pro card.
I was
That
going to say,
would've
they
been-
had pro cards. They had pro cards.
Maybe the next time? Or is that too low-key, kind of?
I mean, I don't know. I'd fight anytime, any place.
That's fair. That's
we
fair.
go.
That's
Might
it.
be fighting you, Magic.
No. Right.
No, we don't want to do that.
I got no beef, and I don't want that smoke. I don't want that smoke at all. What about the one guy you didn't knock out? I need to hear your thoughts.
I heard he
Does
was
that
a
piss you off?
I heard he was a punch a bag.
It was like it didn't even piss me off. I like just had respect for him. Like I cut both of his eyes. Like he had 2 cuts under his eyes, and he like sometimes he couldn't even see. He was trying to wipe his face, and he kept coming. Like, and I was like hitting him, and like there was a couple times where I just put like 4 shots together, and I put everything on them, and I nailed him.
Yeah.
And he just looked at me and smiled, and I was just like, I fucking hate you. Like I hate you. Like
He was
just
one
go
of
down.
those pricks.
Yeah, and I know I broke one of his ribs because we were in the back after the fight, and he's just like keeled over, and he's like, I can't breathe, and I'm like, what happened in there? Why could you breathe in there?
But you respect that he didn't go
I do
down?
respect him. Yeah,
I'm looking
I
at the
definitely
scores
do.
here. All 3 judges were 60 to 54, and that's like an ass kicking in boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was just that kind of guy who's like, I'm not giving him the knockout.
Yeah, I could have hit him with a
I want to
baseball
be the
bat.
one guy who hasn't.
Yeah.
He hasn't knocked out.
Yeah, he like.
But I guess that's a tough lesson you got to learn, where it's like a win's a win. You can't walk out of there.
No,
and
it
be
definitely
like,
made me grow because I first.
That
thing
probably
came
pissed
out
you
of-
off, though.
Yeah, it did piss me off a little. I was like, motherfucker, just broke the streak. Like, is it still tank time? And then I was like, no, it still is. Come on. But I went back to the gym, and the first thing that anybody said to me was Mark Luca, and he was like, all right, I'm glad the knockout streak's over. And I'm like, why? And he's like, because now you realize that not everyone's going to get knocked out. And he's like, so we got to make sure you can even if you can knock them out, we got to make sure that you can at least be in shape and do everything to win the fight.
Yeah.
He's like, and then if you knock them out, you knock them out.
So how that went the distance of it? How many rounds do you fight these days?
So that was 6 rounds. So the next one we're looking to do an 8-rounder, just because like I'm already fed up with 6 rounds. I feel like I'm doing 3 rounds because I'm like, all right, this is not even enough time anymore. Let's do 8. Like so, that's what we're
But,
going
I mean,
for
you're
now,
knocking
but-
guys out before then anyway, so it's a fucking really matter.
Well, it's just
how many
like that
rounds.
one fight was just like the wake up of like, if
It's
I had
not
2
always
more
gonna be-
rounds,
yeah,
I could.
yeah. I got you.
possibly
I got
got this guy out. You
I
know,
see,
like so
I
I
see.
just start going crazy. But
That's
I'm like,
true.
fuck, like. Maybe
That's
if
a good
picked
point.
it
I
up-
didn't think of it that way. That a couple more rounds, he actually could have been
Yeah.
like, "This is too much. I gotta
Yeah.
go down."
Yeah, go down or like even.
Or I'm getting
Something
taken out by an
happens.
ambulance.
Yeah.
Guy's name's Rodrigo Rodriguez. What a name.
Yeah.
What a name.
And then this last guy you beat up was Cletus.
Yeah. Clitoris.
Clitoris Penavaris.
Who's been your? So Cletus is the toughest. Clitoris is the toughest
Honestly,
you
he
fought.
was totally game. Like, he really was. He knew what he was doing in there. He knew how to stay composed. He knew how to run. Like, I had to hunt him down and, like, cut off the ring and
That must be
get him.
exciting though.
Honestly, that move you did on him was crazy though. You like blocked up, so he looked like you were like about to end the fight. Just like quick block, snap right through.
Yeah.
Snap,
That was
crackle,
fucking,
pop.
dude.
I
It
can't
was
even think of
fucking
the guy's
so
name.
sick.
One of my favorite fighters did that to someone and just knocked this dude out. And I was like, I want to do that one day. And I just did it, I guess.
Dude,
So
it was absolutely perfect. I
didn't-
watched that. I was like, oh shit, that was.
I didn't
sick.
even realize I did it till after, and someone sent me a video, and I was like, "Oh, there it is! Like, look at that! I'm making a comparison
It's muscle
video.
memory.
Yeah,
I
it is.
bet you practice that enough,
Yeah,
and then
so much in
it
the
just
gym.
happens, and you're like, don't even know it's happening, but it happened.
Yeah, the only time I like called a combination, actually, I was in the Dominican Republic, and one kid back home was having like a watch party at his house, and I called everybody, and like they put me on the TV, and I was just like, 1, 2, 4, 3, and they were like, "We're gonna remember that," and I was like, "Put $20 down on it to everybody," and I ended up making a bunch of money from them, and then that's exactly what I knocked them out with. I went to the camera, I was like, 1, 2, 4, 3.
That's unreal.
He's a devil. He's a devil. What,
Hey, has your fighting style changed since you've gotten older, or like?
I feel like it's just gotten like more perfected, really. No one really wants to get hit in there. Not saying that I won't get hit. I mean, I'm not a bitch. I definitely will get hit. I love getting punched, but I mean, you obviously don't want to get hit in there. Even the last guy I fought, he did hit me once, and I was like, wow, this guy can fucking punch. Like, some of these
felt it?
guys are no joke. Like, yeah, and I'm like, whatever. But
where'd
that's
he
why I
get
gotta.
you?
He actually got me with his a right hook, and it hit me, and then his fucking whole elbow and forearm and everything hit me in the face, and I was like, whoa. I was like, holy shit, all right, get away from me.
Yeah.
And then I just took it easy and was like, all right, I got to get this guy out of here before he hits me with some stupid shit and cuts me. Because I don't want to get cut, because then it's like a long process, you know, to like let the cut
Yeah.
heal, and then it looks healed, but like you go and spar and it's just going to rip open, and you don't even notice it. But
So
I
the
was
name of
like,
the game is get out of there as unscathed as
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah, exactly.
Get your win and get the fuck out.
That's
get
why they're
back in
probably
the gym.
giving you 3 days off sometimes, and you just want to get back in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't like
You gotta
honestly.
get
I still haven't sparred since the last fight. Like I don't even like sparring. I'm just like done with that too. I'm like whatever. Like I don't even want to.
So
Like
is
I'll
it
just do it
mainly
to
a lot of
perfect myself.
cardio and just combo perfecting, hitting mitts.
Even not even that anymore at this point. We're just trying to figure out the best way to like. I don't know. We're trying to like rebuild my body right now. Really, just like the way I stand, and like there's certain things like my shoulders are like real tight, my ankles are tight, and we're just trying to fix those right now. So that way we can like start doing a lifting program that we just actually started today, and
Get a
get
little more
strong as we
muscle in
possibly
there.
can.
Yeah, I like that.
And put a little muscle on, but not too much where I can't make the 160 or 154 pounders. But I definitely want to get stronger, and there's like still more potential in me. I mean, 21. I'll be 22 actually this September 24th. But
That's crazy.
yeah, we're just trying to have everything be at the best of its ability, so that way I can't be like, oh well, we should have did that instead. You know, just in case at the worst of the worst, like. We look back on. I like won't sleep for the rest of my life thinking about that. You know, I don't
I'm
like
sure.
want to regret anything. So, I'm like, all right, we got to make sure everything's perfect.
We had your buddy Michael Hahn Jr. in here like a month or two ago. Seems like a class act. You guys spar with each other, work out with each other.
Yeah.
Just tell me about your bond there. It seems like a cool dude. Just a couple South Shore guys clashing.
He's fresh off a win too.
Bang.
Yeah. So, I've known Mike. I can't even remember how long I know Mike. We used to go to the Nationals together when we were both amateurs, believe it or not, before he went pro and I went pro. We used to go everywhere together. There was like a team of guys that like we'd know we'd always win here. So we were like, all right, we're beyond here now. Like, I'll see you guys down there, you know, like down at the Nationals. So we'd always just be going to these tournaments and just racking up wins and creating bonds. Like, you know, like brothers would. You know, my brother was there with me, and I'm like, oh, there's Mike, and we treat him like he's our brother because we've just been with him so long, and we fight together, train together, and I don't know. There's nothing better than that. You know, there really isn't.
no.
That's why if you guys fight on the same card, you guys got to come out like in like the same tuxedos or like something like the Men in Black. Like,
Yeah,
it'd be
yeah.
fucking tight.
That
I would
be
love
sick, actually.
nothing more for him to fight on the same card and at the same weigh-in, wear what I'm wearing for like weigh-ins.
That'd be great.
I just like I don't know. Mike's not really like that, but I definitely could be like, I could definitely convince him. I know I could.
What was his nickname again?
Yeah.
The Bad Man?
The bad
Bad
man.
Bad Man.
So
Bad
the bad
man,
man
oh,
in the tank time, Frank the Tank. That could be something in the mix.
Any new merch coming?
We're trying to figure out some sort of shirts. I want to change it up a little bit. The last shirts were the like light tan ones, like military kind of looking. Like, I mean, it's tank time, you know.
I like the
but-
Miami looking ones. Those,
Yeah, I love the
those-
blue
those were
ones.
good.
Those were so nice. So
A quick plug: your brother just graduated.
yeah,
Right, yeah.
yeah. That's still crazy to me. I'm like, wow, like this kid's a Marine. He's 18 years old. I'm just like, wow, we can't even treat him like a kid anymore. He's government property for 4 years. But yeah, no, it was crazy going down there. I never thought I'd like be like, oh, like I want to go see my brother. And then he left, and I'm like stuck here for 3 months. I'm like, this is just weird. Used to waking this kid up and bringing him to the gym with me every day and like hanging out and stuff and hating him every single day with like a burning passion. Now I'm like, fuck, I miss this kid. And then we go down there, and I see him in line, and no one saw him at first, and I saw him, and he's just standing there. I have to wait till someone comes up to them, unless they know their family's not there. Then they can just walk off with someone else's family. But I'm like, Richie? And he just like turns and busted out in tears, and I'm just like, two warriors crying on each other's shoulder. I'm like, I'll fucking kill someone right now if they see me crying. I swear to God.
That's
But yeah,
fucking great.
No, it's great. Like me and him, like I don't know, he actually been coming to the gym with me while he's been home because he's home for 10 days, and it's like cool, like him being back, and like even him, I can just tell the difference of him being like more of like a man now. He's like, what are we doing tonight? I'm like, well, I'm 21, so I'm gonna go out. I don't know about you. He's like, I'm fucking going out. I'm a Marine. I'm like, all right, you know.
Is he boxing in the Marines or no?
So actually, you can thank Joe Biden, but the Marine Corps boxing team is no longer going to be funded. There's a lot of things in the Marines that aren't funded anymore that I found out when my brother was like in boot camp, and I was like, holy shit, that's bullshit. Like, I don't know. I just don't agree with it. Like, you can't come up with money for like the boxing team for the Marines. Like, that's ridiculous. You know
They
what I
have
mean?
the
like,
money.
They have the money, yeah.
They
But
spent
wanna-
$700 billion a year in the military.
They said
budget.
that they need somewhere else. They need to put the money somewhere else more important. So, yeah, my brother wasn't too happy about
What
that.
a joke.
That's
But he does box?
He does box, yeah. My brother's actually better than me.
The
believe it or
hitman,
not.
right?
For real?
Yeah,
Damn.
like you can't hit him. Like he gets in there and spars with Mark, and he's like won't do anything for 2 months and gets in there, and I'm like, sure you want to get in there with Mark? He's like, get in here and do a couple rounds. No joke, he didn't do anything for like 2 months, and then I brought him up to spar. And, where was it? Somewhere up northern Mass, and fucking dude just went through everybody in the fucking gym. Literally everybody in the gym. There was like 6 dudes that needed sparring. My brother just racked through them all. Did like 30 rounds. I was like, dude, you haven't ran or anything? He's just so relaxed in there. He can just get in there and just fuck everybody up. And like,
Damn.
he'll be like, all right.
Then that
give me
really
some
sucks
water.
that they don't have fucking the Marine boxing
Yeah.
thing going on right now. That's actually terrible.
So that would your actual real brother one day, if he ever decides to go in the professional ranks, you guys walk out together in suits.
Yeah, that
This might
honestly,
even be better.
that's the plan. Me and him are like,
Yeah, if he's that
talk
good,
about
I
it.
mean, he'll be in shape regardless. If
Yeah.
he can spar around, I guess, with other fucking boxing
Yeah.
Marines that are pissed that they don't get to box on the
he's
team.
not, he's not getting black eyes from what, like a 16-year-old?
What do you mean?
Then you get one.
I got it from a 60-year-old.
Oh, 16-year-old.
A 60-year-old gave me a black eye.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong. He was tried and true a trainer. I don't know, some Irish guy.
I beat his ass for you, Mike.
Did you?
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, it's great to hear. You guys got anything else? I think I'm pretty clean here, Francis.
Next fight.
In the works.
When can we expect it? How far out?
I give an announcement with like the next 2 weeks. Really, I'm really trying to push for something because the holidays are. The winter is to where you want to like have fights because that's where guys want to come out and like see you fight. But you got to pick exactly when the fights are gonna be, and like if it's right before Thanksgiving or like right before Halloween, like people are like I'm all set. So like I gotta like make it like on a date where everyone will go out and like it's like a midway through a month or something like that. You know, people are like not trying to conserve their money or something. You know.
Good point.
Any buzz on the casino in Everett there?
Honestly, not really.
No.
I feel like there would have been, but I don't know. No one's like
Encore?
looking to have shows on there. It's kind of expensive, I heard, over there to rent the place, so no one's really trying to do it. I know the Dropkick Murphys did it once, but I mean they're not doing shows anymore. They're just really like basically pimping their fighters out to other like promotional companies that have guys on TV because all their fighters are like already set and made. They're not like trying to like build them up. So
Yeah.
That's been cool. You've been on the news lately too.
Oh yeah.
They're always promote. How'd you get that connection? Sorry.
So someone my dad went to high school with actually like is on like the sports side of like the news, and he just like controls everything. So my dad just like
Joe Amo?
Joe Amosino,
Joe
yeah, that's
Amosino.
him.
I used to intern there, so I interned for him.
Oh, really?
He's a good
Yeah.
guy. He's a Braintree guy, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad went to Don Bosco, so I don't know. I'm guessing that's where they met. But
Oh, really?
my dad messaged him and he was just like, absolutely. And now he like wants to do another show on me, and I'm like,
Hell yeah.
all right, now I'm gonna get
See,
crazy.
that's what you need. Like
Yeah.
that's good promo.
Because
Yeah.
you killed it every time. Because you did your like cocky, confident thing where you're like, I'm gonna knock this guy out again, and you did.
I didn't even realize I was doing that until after, and then my trainer was like, "You just sounded like an asshole." He's like, "But whatever." He's like, "I'm not mad." I was like,
Hey,
"Did I?"
do what you got to do. What you want to do.
Yeah, the lady that
I
was
like
interviewing
this
me,
Frank. This Frank
She
is
didn't know what to say.
This Frank's great. I love this Frank.
She was like, "Oh, where can we set the camera up?" I was like, "Right here." She was like, "This is a walkway." I was like, "Not when I'm standing here."
I love it. Well, I got one more question. Jake Paul announced he's fighting Anderson Silva.
Honestly,
Dots.
I can't even be like I hated Jake at first, but like this is gonna sound so fucking wrong, but he puts the work in. He really does.
All the boxers are coming around to
He
Jake.
really
I'm
fucking
glad I was
does.
early on the train.
And if someone said some stupid shit to me and was like, fucking, he's a bitch, I'd be like, dude, you work a 9 to 5 and you eat potato chips in your parents' basement. Like, the dude's a millionaire. He knows how to advertise himself. He knows how to, like, he's looking out for other fighters, too. He's trying to, like, help female boxing. And he is helping them. He's put so much money into it. Like, who the fuck does that? And, I mean, honestly, I don't know, though. Anderson Silva, like, he's
like
older, but,
he's
like,
like a corpse, though. Yeah, he's an old.
I'm like, dude, like, I don't even know what's going to happen. Like, I do know what's going to happen. Jake's probably going to knock him out because he can fucking punch, dude. He can actually punch.
you heard it here first.
So, honestly, yeah, Jake's going to sleep. Poor Silva. I'm not going to lie to you. He really is.
Silva's last 5 fights have just been like, why is he doing this? And I think it's gonna be the same thing again.
Would I fight Jake? Abso-fucking-lutely. And I would make sure that I don't even have to wear a cup. I'm wearing a Speedo or something because I would
In the
knock
ring?
his ass out. Like,
Fact.
he's not that
Like,
young.
no doubt about it.
No doubt about it. I would wear... if I could wear nothing and someone could pay that off, I would do it.
He'd probably be the one guy who would fight. He'd probably back a naked fight. He'd fight naked too. I think he's a maniac, kind of.
I'd let him fight me naked.
That would be good, Jake. Make that happen. That'll probably sell out of a
Sounds
paper.
so wrong. I'll let him fight me naked. Whatever.
Fight brought to you by OnlyFans.
Yeah.
That'll make big money. But like you are 100% no doubt confident you could knock him out.
Yeah. No.
That's just not
Yes,
the champ in
100%.
you.
Even if he was
Just
at 200
because, like,
pounds still? Like, yeah,
I'll
even with the
bump
weight
up.
distance? Yeah.
Like, I'll get a dietitianist that we know, and like, I'll be walking.
Because at that point, I mean,
this past
taking that
winter-
fight would make your career.
After my fight, February 12th, this past like winter time, dude, I got up to like 189 pounds.
Oh,
like,
so you can get
That was just
you
like,
can
natural
pump
weight
it up.
too, yeah. And I was
Okay.
just like going on the scale
I didn't know
one
if you were
day,
just like a
and was oh,
naturally
shit.
skinny guy that this is where you sit at. You don't.
I don't know.
can't
My
really,
metabolism's like definitely starting to slow down a little bit. I mean, I can make the weight as long as I just stay around there. Like right now, I'm like 170, so I can make 160 or 154. But if I want to, I can get bigger.
Stay low for now. Eat better for knockout
Yeah.
reasons.
Yeah, unless I can fight naked, and then we'll bump up the heavyweight.
We can cap it on that. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Francis, for coming in, man, and best of luck, in your future endeavors. And yeah, you get a local fight. I'm there, man.
Yeah, we gotta get to the next one.
Cousin Tommy there too.
Oh, for sure.
He can take a night off from his fancy new job.
Thank you, Frank.
All right, I appreciate you guys having me on. Thank you.
Of course.
It's tank time.
Yes, sir. Tank time.
Let's go.
2022 is here. Do you have your resolution? Here's an idea. Make your way down to Slight Edge Fitness and Performance located in Braintree, Mass. Owned and operated by Coach Craig Kelly, you can be assured you are getting the best training around. Whether looking to improve your health or gain a slight edge on your competition, this is the gym for you. Group fitness classes as well as personalized one-on-one training are both available. Make sure to visit slightedgefit.com as well as follow them on Instagram at slightedgefitness and set up a consultation today. It's time to get fit, so let it rip.
And that was Frank the Tank Hogan, fourth time coming on, second time I think live podcasting. Just great to hear from him. Seems like his stock from the first time I laid eyes on him in the ring in his professional debut in Brooklyn. It seems like his stock's going up. Seems like the whole marketing and marksman type of person. It's great to see, and basically he's the family of the podcast.
He's a brother. He's a brother. He's in with us at this point. And his stock is fucking rising, and I don't think it's at an all-time high just yet.
12-0, gonna keep rolling. Next fight in probably within a month, and he's ready to roll.
Never mind, his last combination to knock that guy out was literally one of the silkiest things I've seen in boxing in the last year.
Yeah, no,
Of course, definitely not the one that put you on the ground. Definitely not that.
Nope, definitely not that one.
What are you snacking on over there?
A little wing ding, you want to hear a bite? How was that for you?
folks, if you're wondering where that bite came from, that's Pizza Maria, right next to the studio here.
You need an official sponsorship.
They really should. They should be in bed with us by now. We fucking eat so much food from them, and it's great food.
Great
so
Turkey
Pizza Maria.
Club.
This one's for free. Turkey Club's great.
Turkey Club's great.
The pizza's fucking great.
Steak and cheese.
Chicken Caesar
hold the
salad.
steak.
Me and Showtime like to do a nice steak tip Caesar.
Steak, Greek Caesar, whatever you want.
You name it, they're cooking it. It's good. That one's for free, Pizza Maria. The next one's going to cost you.
Speaking of Caesar salad eaters, the New England Patriots are on the road this week against the city of Miami.
What the
Miami
hell is
Dolphins.
that?
I think
Is
you
that
eat a lot
like-
of salads down there. Miami, it's hot. You got to get around.
Okay.
Yeah, so New England Patriots, Miami, week 1.
Are we going?
Nope. We went last year. We lost. We'll be back again, but too early. Got a wedding engagements this weekend. So, got to avoid that. But, off the rip, I will give my take on this game. And I'm seriously worried about the New England Patriots. Not a promising preseason. Had a really bad joint practices where, the Vegas Raiders exploited them. And it seemed like, their offense wasn't going. And their secondary is very, very awful. But, you know what? Maybe it was a wake-up call. Maybe this is an opportunity to grow from that. And, take some pains early on before the season even starts. But I just think against the Miami Dolphins, you need to come out hot. These first 2 series you have offensively, you need to come out with some points. Needs at least 7 points in the first 2 drives. I will take that all day. But in order to beat this team defensively, it's not going to be the safeties, it's not going to be the cornerbacks on these, flying wide receivers and Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. It's not going to happen. What they're going to have to win the battle in the trenches, and they're going to have to get pressure on Tua Tagovailoa because that's how you beat this team. Beating this team, getting in their mediocre quarterback's head. Because if he gets all day to throw, he's going to find those guys. And it's going to be a long day for New England. I just see what I've seen in the preseason here. And, last year was like a bridge year. Last year was nice. They made the playoffs. They even further, they were 9-4 at one point. Expectations started getting really high at one point, and, they kind of dimpered where you thought they were going to land in the beginning of the season. My point is, this should not be a bridge year. This should be a year where, second-year quarterback Mac Jones takes off. They have offensive line that's been together now outside of Cole Strange. That's a team. This is a team with some experience now, some guys in the receiving core, even guys on defense. You see Kyle Duggar is turning into, potentially a Pro Bowl type player. Devin McCourty has been the face of this defense for years now. You have linebackers who have made, promising, and Raekwon McMillan and Josh Uche have performed actually pretty well in the preseason. Worried about Jalen Mills and rookie Jack Jones on each corners there. That's what I'm mainly worried about. But this team, I think, if everything comes together, shouldn't have a problem making the playoffs. My question is, will it come together? And I don't think so. I don't think it's going to happen. I just think.
What do you think? How do you think they do in their division?
Their division, you mean like head to head or just?
I think they lose both to the Bills, both to the fucking Dolphins.
I think 3-3. I think 3-3 is good. 3-3.
Well, they got to at least do that.
Won the
Good to make
Dolphins.
the playoffs, right?
They sweep the Jets. Yeah. And even still, man, the AFC. I said it. I've been saying on this podcast. AFC is
I don't
so
think they make the playoffs
dominant.
this year. No chance.
I don't think they do either. But you know what? I said the same thing last year. Last year was bridge year. This is not supposed to be a bridge year. This is year they're supposed to take another step.
This is
And
the
you know what?
beginning of the tanking.
This.
It's obvious.
I haven't said this in a long time. This is the first game, like the first game of the season. This is the most important first game for the New England Patriots franchise in a long damn time because
so
it's
if they
going to
lose this game bad, you're done?
I'm not done. Not done by any means, but it's a bad start. You want to get off a good start because your first 4 games are against Miami's good. Pittsburgh's always good. Say what you want about the quarterback situation, but they didn't have a good quarterback situation last year. That's a tough team
Who
on
is
the
their
road.
QB right now?
It's Mitch Trubisky from the Bears. And then
First year with them, right?
Yep, and then at home against Baltimore, and then you're on the road against Aaron Rodgers. So that's a tough 4 games to start the season. So I think going 2-2 would be big, and I think the best way they can get to 2-2 is if they win the first 2 games. I think that is huge for this team. So I think starting out right at the gate, Miami with a brand new head coach. Bill Belichick does very well against first-year head coaches, but they have badass wide receivers. No one's even talking about the potential best running back tandem in the whole league in terms of Chase Edmonds and Raheem the Dream Mostert, who's my guy, played for the 49ers. He won me a fantasy league like a couple of years ago. Guy runs like a 4.1 flat.
These guys are on the Dolphins.
They're all in the Dolphins.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. My prediction for this game, I think Patriots going to come up short. I think what they did last year to lose games is they did not come out hot early. That's what I would be expecting in this game. Is like of how it's going to go. If the Patriots don't come out early, I think it's not going to be a long afternoon. I think they could still, come within close. But give me I'm thinking 23-17 Dolphins on the road.
They win? Pats win?
Pats lose.
Pats lose.
Dolphins win 23-17.
I got them losing. I guess I'll pick 30 to fucking 10. I don't know. I don't. I'm not getting into the scores this year.
I think it's gonna be a low-scoring
30-10.
game.
Yeah, actually, I'm 17-7.
7-14 Pats dub.
7-14.
There we go. Regardless, none of. Oh, he's got the Pats winning. Yeah, I don't know.
He's got the Pats winning. Why? Any analysis for that, or you just want to let it
No,
ride?
just sometimes Miami's good, and then sometimes they can just have an absolute catastrophic day where the offense can't do anything. The QB's not going to be able to produce. I feel like the Pats can just turn it on with their defense. Mac's going to have a good game, get a couple touchdown throws. We're gonna
couple
see some-
tutties, kid.
Should I
couple
watch
tatties.
some football this season? Should I
Yeah, you
tune
should
in?
invest your time, man.
Invest my time.
Yeah,
Think
Sundays.
to that shitty team.
Sundays.
Sundays is the Lord's
Tom's
day.
playing Sunday night.
I eat pussy on Sundays with Nazz.
You're going to hell.
Sorry.
But
sorry.
I think, on some real shit, I know you guys are just saying scores and stuff, but I think this game's going to come down to
No, I like your pick,
the
score.
Patriots' defensive line if they can get pressure on Tua. Because if you don't get pressure on Tua, you saw it last year in the game we went to last year. I know you were blacked out in the nosebleed section. But they didn't get any pressure on Tua last year, and he exploited them. And he's an average quarterback at best. I don't want to hear any of this bull crap about him being a top 10, any of this hoopla bullshit. He is not a top. Mac Jones better quarterback than him, no questions asked. If the offensive line plays like they can on Sunday, Mac Jones should have a pretty good game. What they need to do is they need to cross all the receivers out, double tight end set, and they need to start throwing. They need to start chucking early. When they get to the goal line, that's when they start running the ball. That's how the Patriots have perfected it. Even during the Tom Brady era, that's how they would do it. And they need to start doing that because I think last year when you would see that they would, balls out within 3 seconds, balls out without 2 seconds. They're getting down the field because you have all these speedy receivers. I just think that for the Patriots to have a chance on Sunday, the offense needs to show up, and the defensive line is everything for this team.
All right, those are his 2 key points. I think.
How are the chicken fingers? How are the chicken fingers at that snack bar in Miami, Dolphin Stadium?
I think I got a hot dog and I puked. I did a hot dog review with Mike Nelson. Shout out Mike Nelson.
I got the chicken fingers.
It was fucking gross.
I got the chicken fingers there. They sucked.
The tailgate was excellent, though.
Yeah,
The tailgate was phenomenal in Miami.
How about your shotgun?
Shotgun, I still can't shotgun. I was at a bachelor party. Shout out Saratoga. Have you been to Saratoga yet?
No, was it fun?
It's a must go to.
It's a must go?
It is a must go to.
Lose any money?
Didn't bet a dime.
There you go.
Didn't really lose dignity. Just a great weekend.
How much did
Saratoga's
Anton
great.
lose?
I think only 300.
Oh, that's not
He
bad.
said it was a good day. He didn't win a single race.
Not 300.
He was-
3 units.
Three
Actually,
units.
for him, 1 unit.
Yeah, whatever it is. He considered it a good day, and he didn't win a single race. But what was I? Oh, I couldn't shotgun there either. I can't shotgun. Period. But shout out to Tim and Anton. Tim, the Bachelor.
Yep. Our guy.
Sunday, the day we were leaving, they did at least 10 shotguns before, like, in a 2-hour span.
Wow.
More than 10. They left hammered.
That's great stuff. It's great.
It was great to see.
Great to
A
hear.
final hurrah before
Yeah.
marriage.
We're now gonna, since it's Thursday night football, we're recording on Tuesday. Hopefully, this will be dropping by Thursday morning. We have the opening game of the NFL season, what everyone's been waiting for. I think the heavy favored Super Bowl favorites. The Buffalo Bills visit the reigning Super Bowl champions in the Rams. Buffalo is favored by 2.5 in this game. I will start first. I think whenever a team, is hoisting their rings, it's always tough to, play the game after. And I think the Bills, who, lost a very sour one to the Kansas City Chiefs last year, it's going to be a comeback tour. The Bills are going to be such a tough team to beat. Josh Allen showed last year time and time again how he's a top 3 quarterback in this league. The Rams obviously had a great year. They lost some pieces in Von Miller and Odell Beckham Jr. They still have, Jalen Ramsey and the boys. Tre'Davious White's going to be out for the Bills, but I like the Bills on the road here covering the 2.5 spread. I think they win by 7.
Okay. I didn't know that the Rams lost those. They lost.
Von Miller is actually on the Bills now.
Oh.
So he'll be getting his ring
They're
in a different
Super
uniform.
Bowl favorites.
I'd say the Bills are.
Yeah.
I'd say the Bills are.
We'll ride Buffalo. What was that lady who came on here? The Grand Poopa?
Yeah. She'll
I'm riding Buffalo. Buffalo to the Super Bowl this year. Against Tom. That's all I want.
That'll be a blowout.
That's all I want.
Tampa.
Tampa winning?
Oh yeah.
You guys need to put some
Tom
respect
losing to the
on.
Bills. Come on.
You guys need to put some respect on Matt Stafford. I got the Rams winning this game all day.
No, Matt got he had his day.
You got plus 2.5. Or you got money line?
Absolutely, no. I'll take the spread too.
All right, take the spread. All right, I like that.
So me, you, Bills, Showtime, Rams.
Rams. Okay. So now we'll do.
Lock of the week?
Yeah, we'll get down to our lock of the week for our last picking segment, and then we'll talk about what happened this week in football and this week in life. I always love me a revenge game, especially when you're playing a backup quarterback. Deshaun Watson's suspended for 11 games for whatever he did in those massage parlors. Jacoby Brissett.
Happens to the best of us.
Jacoby Brissett overtaking for the Cleveland Browns. Baker Mayfield for the Panthers. They're hosting the Browns. Revenge game for Baker Mayfield. Both these teams kind of suck without Deshaun Watson in the picture. I love the Panthers. I think they're favored by a point. Give me Carolina here. I think it's an easy win.
Okay. Lock of the week, yeah.
Let's lock of the week. Lock it down.
I don't know the line on it, but Tampa versus Cowboys, give me Tommy.
Yes. So
But give me a line, too.
Tampa's favored by 2.5 on the road.
Oh, give me Tommy.
That's a good one. I like
Give me
that.
Tommy. Lock of the week.
My lock of the week is the Green Bay Packers over the Baltimore Ravens.
Nah, it's the Minnesota Vikings. But close
Oh,
enough.
sorry. Excuse me, Minnesota Vikings. I was
Purple
thinking
team.
purple.
Purple-
I was thinking
purple
purple.
Vikings.
Thinking purple.
The Vipings?
New man on the Minnesota Vikings, right?
What's that?
Yep.
That's Lizzo.
Lizzo?
There we go. Vikings are one of my surprise teams this year. I think they're going to shock the world and win the NFC North over the Packers. But, not a bad pick. I mean, Aaron Rodgers always got a chance. I like
Yeah.
it. How about our guy last week, despite the loss, I don't know how much hate we can give the BC because we have a lot of BC guys on here. But they choked last week against Rutgers, lost a tough one. But our guy Zay Flowers had like 9 receptions, 170 yards.
How was
and
he
2
in
touchdown
person?
catches.
Real deal?
Real deal, Holyfield. He was
Holy
unbelievable.
shit, was he so good. And
He-
honestly, you want to talk about blowing it, the refs blowing it on the call against the QB. You see the hit?
Yeah.
That was fucking insane. That was legit criminal.
Yeah.
That guy should have been arrested on the field. Fucking brutal.
But
you saw
what
it,
did he
Magic?
do? No,
But
dude.
his move.
What, did he pull a knife out?
Dude, he literally full speed dove at the QB with the top of his head right to the middle of his face mask. And there wasn't even a flag on the play.
That sounds very suspect.
Yeah.
He ended up fumbling the ball and then losing the game for BC.
He made a couple nice catches, man. I think on his first touchdown, he was like coming back and he just beat the corner by like 2 inches, dude, and just like took the ball and just swiped it in. Oh my god, his routes were just great. I mean, I'm not trying to nut all over Zay Flowers here, but
I bet when I was asking,
he
by
had a
the
great
way,
time.
like how was he? Like I meant like in person.
oh, great kid in person.
Yeah.
It is crazy like doing this stuff. Interviewing all different ages. Think about it. He's 21 years old, so we're just going in there and shooting the breeze.
Frank the Tank's
He's one of
age.
the kids. Yeah, exactly. He
Wasn't
wasn't.
Frank the Tank doesn't even seem 21. Yeah, he kind of gave a 21-year-old vibe a little bit, but
Yeah. No,
so I got to watch the interview. I got
Zay
to.
was-
Everyone out there watch the Zay Flowers interview.
Zay was
The boy
real
said it
cool
was good.
though, because he's never done a podcast. He usually just deals with media asking like the same repetitive questions about something he doesn't want to answer. So we were asking about fishing, golfing. We weren't even just like getting all in the football thing. We were like, oh yeah, sure. And the Antonio Brown thing, what's that about? But overall, great kid, and I think
How was his apartment?
great stuff.
Clean?
Clean. I think he got a BMW for staying from BC.
Hell yeah.
It's legal now.
That's fucking great.
Breaking news, actually. I think for the New England Football Journal. I'm covering BC as they're hosting Maine next weekend, so I'm gonna be there for that.
Let's
Hell
go.
yeah.
Try,
yeah.
try to get an exclusive with Zay. That'd be fun.
Do you eat popcorn or anything? Concessions at those games?
Oh yeah, they got a nice spread.
They give. Oh,
food.
they
Nice-
feed you?
Oh yeah, nice spread.
Oh fuck yeah.
We're doing that with Kev.
Oh yeah, Kev the man. Yeah, it'll be a good time.
Well, shout out Zay. Thanks for coming on. Hopefully BC can do somewhat good this year. But either way, it sounds like his stock will be high.
His stock will be high no matter what, man.
Good.
That kid's a player.
Well, fucking the
I
Pats
just-
could use him.
I just think just sitting out loud here, and I'm not trying to hate on BC because Zay's our guy. All these guys, AJ Dillon, I like all these guys. But if he did go like somewhere else and play in the SEC, I wonder how, good he would have done with, a Power 5 school. Like if he went to a Clemson or if he went to a Bama. You know what I mean? Like, not sure. I don't know what his deals were or anything. But
Let's talk that LSU game. I didn't watch any football, but I know that was a fucking
that was a
shit
tough
show
one
of
to
a game,
swallow,
right?
man.
LSU.
I got
FSU?
housed on college football this weekend. I had LSU -3. So the punt returner on LSU muffed the ball twice, including the last one that iced the game, and I think they would have won by a touchdown. So then Florida State gets it where he muffed the ball. By the way, second time he muffs it, I would have done the same thing. He just had his head totally looked lifeless. He was just so upset. I would have done the same thing. Probably would have just left. But then on second down, instead of running the ball up the middle, the quarterback gave the running back on Florida State a sweep, and the kid wasn't looking, and he fumbled it on the 1 yard line. LSU returns it, recovers it, and then they do a 99-yard TD drive with 0 time remaining, and then Florida State blocked the fucking extra point to end it.
That's interesting.
It was tough.
That's interesting.
It was a tough beat.
You don't see that every day.
Yeah, and people were like, "Oh, that was a great game." I was like, "It was an entertaining game." It was an awful game.
Oh yeah, I mean LSU sounds like they should have won.
They both those teams suck. They're
Is
awful.
LSU bad now?
Awful.
As
They lost Coach O. Coach O today was on a podcast said his buyout. They're trying to buy him out for $17.1 million, and he said, "That's awesome. What door should I go out?" That's fucking awesome.
so that's what
Right there.
that's why he's done because they paid him that. and he
Well,
just-
yeah, he was gonna be done anyway, but they're like, "Oh, this is your buyout,"
What do you mean? Why'd they have to buy him out though? If he
because
was
his
already
contract
done.
his
Oh,
contract was still
I got you,
ongoing. Yeah, I think that's all we have here. Unless anyone has anything else.
Check up on the U.S. Open. Serena got knocked out. That's our last U.S. Open. Nick Kyrgios is going on strong. Got some good big names in there. So
What got you? What has you watching tennis these
His
days?
boy's big on tennis.
he just hit a $20 pays out $2,000 parlay.
Oh wow.
So
All
check out the Casual Court on Twitter. My boy D-Man, little handicapper action. So
I like
Oh,
that.
wait. Yeah, what did he want to name his podcast?
the casual court.
The Casual Court?
That's a great name.
Great fucking name. That's my boy
Great-
D-Man.
great
Shout
vibes.
out D-Man.
Shout out D-Man.
Shut the fuck up,
Uh,
D-Man.
Yeah, I don't think anything else.
Yeah.
Oh, I planned on my tattoos today with Drew Tats, by the way. Zay Flowers also follows Drew Tats. Shout out
Big
Zay.
deal.
Showtime
I was
said,
like, yo, hit him up. Be like, yo, my boy Craig said you need a tat. I got
Showtime
it.
said he's going to be hanging with AB in New York, potentially,
This weekend.
this weekend.
Sunday.
In Boston.
In
Sunday.
Boston.
Yep.
Okay.
It's Zay's birth. Happy early birthday, Zay. It's his September 11th, his birthday.
Tough day, but happy birthday. Happy birthday, Zay. Sorry.
That's all from Steel and Nazz. Big shout out to Hedge Better, Justin, Showtime, Magic, Steel, fuck you, Anton, the whole works. Also, shout out to Slight Edge Fitness and Performance, Craig Kelly, love.
Painted
Keep
his
doing
house.
what
I
you
painted
do.
his family's house, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
How's that going?
They're selling me pretty hard on going to the gym, so
Nice.
his mom's doing good. Good.
Hey, a lot of people are Magic. Why don't you fucking
You owe
go,
your mom
pal?
a referral fee, Craig, but I think I might make my way in there this winter. Why not? It's 5 minutes up the road.
there
I
you
really
go.
should.
Also, big shout out to Patrick J. Foley from the law offices of Patrick J. Foley, as he'll be taking part in our picks this week. We'll have some graphics up. I'll be the graphic guy. Or Steel can, I don't know. We can interpret that. That's all from Steel and Nazz. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
Adios.
Peace.